What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I'm an energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the general reading for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Cancer. What's up, Cancer? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. So today we're going to do your general reading. I'm going to pull two oracles, clarify, and give you some advice. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin, Cancers. I feel like your body's changing, Cancers, all right? So just go with the flow, all right? Listen to your body, especially if you're like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Like, from what? There's no way. Like, yes, listen, all right? It doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. I had 20/20 vision my whole life. And here I am this year with glasses on. All right, so didn't think this was going to happen, but we're here. So make sure that if your body is telling you something and you're like, man, there's no way. Like, there's no way. I don't care if you knew that you always, I don't care if it's one day to the next. I don't care. Okay, some of you guys could be about your hair. Some of you guys need to just go bald. Stop trying to like, come on now. Some of y'all are going to look good bald. You know? So it's like, just shave it off. Stop trying to save it. Just stop. Okay? Just stop. So it might be as small as that or as big as like something crazy, like, you know, whatever. That's your side note. All right. Life changes, your body changes. Okay, we are all getting older. We don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, so you got to make sure that you're listening to your body and that you're aware of it so that you get ahead of it. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if you have like, you know, if your appendix is erupting, it's like if you're paying attention, you can feel that something is going on with your body. You can catch the appendix before it erupts and causes a mess, right? It's the same thing. Like, you can catch things early if you just listen to your body, pay attention to your body, and you could prevent things from happening in the future. Okay? But if you wait too long, you know, it might get worse. So, all right. Let's begin. The first card you have is appreciation in reverse, number 15, with embracing and adventures. Okay. So I feel like somebody here does not appreciate you here at all. Someone does not see your worth. Okay. I feel like you are embracing that. I feel like you know that. You're like, yeah, you don't see my worth. You know, you step all over me. You, like, you don't appreciate what I do. Okay. So what are you gonna? I don't understand. What is adventures, embracing, and appreciation in reverse? Yeah, the anything is possible. The Nine of Cups in reverse, the Judgment, and the Queen of Swords with the Magician in reverse. Okay. I feel like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. I feel like you're gonna go have fun without this person. Okay. I feel like you're just embracing the fact that maybe you're gonna have to take this adventure or go on this trip or whatever by yourself, or you know that somebody won't be able to, um, you know, see the beautiful views with you, get to experience this with you, okay? Because they don't appreciate you, and it's like you just don't want somebody there who does not appreciate you. You're just, it's like you look at somebody like they're undeserving, you know. I feel like anything is possible in the Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like someone's gonna be very salty that you're not inviting them, that they can't go. Okay, but I feel like you're keeping the hope and the faith up. You're like, well, too bad. Like, I'll find somebody there that can do what you were supposed to do. With the Judgment and the Queen of Swords, I feel like final decision is that you're gonna do this here. I feel like by you doing this, you're also creating a strong boundary. Like, you're letting this person know, like, I know that you don't appreciate me, and I'm showing you that. Like, it's like you're not saying it, but your actions are definitely doing it. Like, because they can't come, they're understanding. Okay, with the Magician in reverse, I feel like someone's definitely a manipulator here. Okay, I feel this person's gonna manifest punishment for themselves. All right. Um, but I feel with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like this is also gonna help you create boundaries because it's like when you go on this adventure or whatever, it's like you're not gonna really talk to this person. You're not gonna show up. You're not gonna like fall through. You're not gonna check in at all. You know. Let's clarify. What's the anything is possible here? You have the Sun card, Leo energy here. Yeah, and I feel like it makes you happy to keep the hope and the faith that anything is possible. I feel like it keeps you happy knowing that you know what, I can go on this adventure and I'll meet people there. Like and like it makes you excited and happy to know that you can meet somebody because it's like most of the time people who know you all your life and don't appreciate you, a stranger on the street will appreciate you more than someone who's known you for 10 years. And I'll put that on anything. That's a fact. You understand? Because there's a lot of people that see your worth, that see your value when you enter the room, and they treat you like that. There's others that see your worth and see your value and decide, oh, I'm going to step on you. You think that I'm going to step on you because they're so insecure and jealous. Okay? But whatever. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, I feel like it's going to make you happy to do this. I feel like it's going to make you happy to not have to go towards this person because it's just like, it just makes you feel good because they don't appreciate you. Like, sit there with that, stupid. What's the Nine of Cups in reverse? It's like it's gonna make you feel good to like you can't come, stupid. Stay there. Nope, sorry. What's the Nine of Cups in reverse? The Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, someone's gonna be so salty, but they're gonna have like someone's gonna be salty, and then they're gonna get over it because they have no choice. Like, okay, well, once you leave, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have to nurture themselves, take care of themselves. Like someone is just like mad right now, but once you leave, they're gonna get over it because you're not gonna be there. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is just showing you and the universe that this person does not love themselves. You know what I'm saying? What's the Judgment in reverse? The person that doesn't know how to love anyone because they don't love themselves. They're a manipulator, obviously. All they do is manipulate people and things to do their way. What's the Judgment? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely long due. Okay, I feel like someone's definitely been going against the grain. Okay, I feel like you were supposed to have been done this a long time ago. You have the Moon here, Cancer energy here. Yeah, because I feel like now something is being hidden. Like I feel like everything is about divine timing. So it's like if you miss the door that you're supposed to do something, you're delaying it because now something is still going to happen. Like we have to understand that things are already set up for us. So you have to do something on Monday. If it's divine, like if you're supposed to do something on Monday, you're supposed to do something on Monday because on Wednesday something is going to happen. So if you don't do something on Monday, the thing on Wednesday is still going to happen. And now you're going to have two things happening at the same time when you could have just had one thing. You understand? That's why it's important for us to follow divine timing and to stay on our damn path because you pile shit up. So I feel like you got to prepare for something to happen because you took too long here. Something that was supposed to happen on Wednesday is going to happen that you did not know with that moon there. But with the Cancer energy, you might be aware a little bit because whenever you show up, even though the moon is hidden stuff, you are the moon. So you know something is hidden. You just don't know what exactly it is or how it's going to happen. But you're right. Something is going to happen on Wednesday. That's just an example, okay? So you need to get it together. What is the Queen of Swords? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna put a strict boundary with this person. Like I said, you're gonna be very you're gonna be unfair, but that's fair. Like they might text you, hey, how's your vacation going? You'll leave it on red. But that's even though you're being unfair to them, that's actually being fair to you because with the Queen of Swords, you have to put a block up. And at least you're letting them know that you're alive, right? By letting them know I read your message, so I'm alive, but I'm not going to answer you. Right? Something like that. This person, but again, the universe, this is just what it is because this person, that's what they want and that's what you're going to give them, period. That's how they're going to treat you. Then you're going to treat them the same. You don't get VIP access, treatment when you don't treat me VIP. The Hermit in reverse. Virgo energy here. Yeah, and someone's not looking at that. Someone's not realizing that you're treating them the way that you're treating them because of the way that they're treating you. They're not stopping and realizing, wait, Cancer is doing this? and putting this block and leaving me on red because of how I treat Canty, because I don't appreciate the shit that Canty does. This person is not looking at that. So this person, like I said, they're delusional and they don't love themselves, and they Next card you have is strategy in reverse, number 21, with fulfillment in reverse. Okay, so I feel like there's a plan here that you did. It's not going to work out. Okay, I feel like you're going to be very upset, very miserable here. If it's reverse, reverse the messages. What is strategy in reverse and fulfillment in reverse? You have the Magician in reverse, the Two of Wands, the Lovers, Gemini energy, and the High Priestess, Pisces energy with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like you made a plan with a manipulator here. Okay. And that now you're gonna have to look in another direction. Okay. I feel with the Lovers card and the High Priestess, I feel the universe wants you to know that you're still exactly where you need to be at. Okay. I feel like listen to your intuition. You still have to do this. It's just whoever you were doing it with the Magician in reverse is a manipulator. Pisces, Gemini energy. Okay. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, you will recover from whatever stupid decision you did. Okay. Because it matters who you're doing stuff with. All right. You will recover from this. Okay. You're going to have to just look in another direction. Okay. But you still have to go to this lover. You still have to, you still have to do this. All right. Whatever the lover is, it could be a romantic person. It could be a soul path, something that makes your soul happy. Okay. Let's clarify. What's the Magician in reverse? I feel like your intuition was telling you, hey, this person is a manipulator. Hey, you sure you want to do it with this person? What's the Magician in reverse? Some of you guys go to extremes. You need to listen to your body. Make sure you be on top of your health, man. You have the Justice card in reverse. Libra energy here. Yeah, you allow someone to do you wrong. The Page of Swords, like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel like, this person is going to, tell you that they did you wrong, or you're going to find out that they did you wrong. What's the Two of Wands here? You have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if you look in another direction, you're gonna be better. Like you weren't supposed to do this, Cancies. The Ace of Coins. I feel like you're gonna get a new opportunity. It's gonna be about work, money, stability. Okay. You're gonna feel a lot better if you look at another opportunity. Okay, take a risk. What's the Lovers? The Judgment in reverse. The universe is definitely putting you under judgment because, like, why are you hanging out with this person? Talking like, why? You know they're a manipulator, bro. The Page of Swords. Like, I feel like you need to stop talking to this person if you still are. Okay. What is the High Priestess? This person could be using word magic or something. You have the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, this person could be abusing their spirituality. Okay, abusing the spiritual wisdom that they have. All right, listen to your intuition. This person is not learning their mistakes. If your intuition is telling you, yo, this person is abusing spirituality, okay, in order to do you wrong, okay, that's what they're doing, and you would know that because this person already manipulates outside of whatever this is, right? This person has manipulated you before. This person has done things to you before, and you with that Queen of Cups, right? Whatever. So you have to make sure that you listen to your intuition here. If it's not that this person is abusing spirituality, okay, or abusing their spiritual knowledge, this person could be abusing their authority. This person, if it's not abusing their authority, this person is repeating the same mistakes. Your intuition is telling you what is wrong with them, what they're doing, how they're doing it. So you have to move accordingly and start doing something in a different way. Okay. You have the World here. Yeah, because this cycle is going to close. Like, you're going to stop hanging out with this person. You're not going to ever ask this person for help ever again. So, like, that's the universe showing you, like, if someone does you wrong once, they going to do you wrong all the time. Stop trying to just, oh, I need to make a plan. I'm going to just pick anybody. I don't care. No, it depends who you have. You're going to pick somebody who has done you wrong before to make a plan with you. They're going to do you wrong again. We're supposed to walk away from people who are manipulators and do us wrong. We're not supposed to keep them there for just in cases. What just in case? Just in case you need someone to do you wrong again? Because that's what's gonna happen. And that's what happened here. Stop doing that. You need to detach your emotions from stuff. Because when you get your emotions involved, it's like you go like tar, like you just forget. It's like you have rose-colored glasses on. Like, you need to wake up. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle. I'm going to fuck. If they manipulated you and did you wrong when you were freaking 12, they will do it again when you're 32. Best believe that, sweetheart. So either you start making the changes necessary and don't do this again, bro. Because the next plan that you have, if you choose somebody who has done you wrong or manipulates you, your plan is going to end up like that, because everything is energy. So you need to come together. You need to come together with yourself and maybe sit down for a while and really just think about stuff and think about stuff in a way where, how can I do something by myself? Because the problem is that a lot of you guys, you make your strategy already with someone else. What if your strategy is meant to be with just you? And then when you get to where you're supposed to be, you're going to meet the other half of you. But the problem is that your strategy always involves somebody else. How about you start playing by yourself? Create the strategy solo dolo. Because there are things that you can do by yourself. Yes. Is it going to take longer? Yes. But sometimes slow and steady wins the race. Where are you racing for? It's not the journey. It's not about the destination. It's the journey there. That's what this is all about. It's not about there's no race to get to your destination. There's no race, because it's not about when you get there. It's about what you do on your way there. So change your perspective so you don't do this crap again. Because a lot of you guys are going to be all saddy and crap. Next card you have is Rest and Rejuvenation, number 19, with Transformation. All right. So I feel you guys are taking a break. I feel like you guys are taking a rest here. You're taking time for yourself. All right. And by you doing that, you are going to transform yourself, your situation. Okay. I feel like you need it. I feel like you need a second. And you're going to take a second. And I feel like when you take a second, you're going to you're going to realize, what did I say? Right? Just sit here, whatever. Like, you're going to realize, like, I need to transform my life. I need to change this. This is happening for the better. My life is I'm actually growing. I'm actually da-da-da-da. What is Rest and Rejuvenation and Transformation? The Page of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Hangman with the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. So I feel like there's a breakup or a separation that you were going with somebody here. Okay. I feel like you were telling yourself half-truths about you and this person. I feel like you and this person don't have anything in common. Okay. And I feel like the Page of Cups in reverse, you are not listening to your intuition. Okay. With the Hangman, I feel like you're now changing your perspective and you're seeing, wait, I was telling myself half-truths because, it's like, whenever you were looking at this person, you were only thinking about every time you guys went to the coffee shop. That's the only time that's how you were thinking about this person. Every time we go to the coffee shop, it's fun. Yeah, it's great. Like, every time you thought about them, you just thought about the good times. You only were telling yourself half-truths. Yeah, it's great at the coffee shop, and that's the only time it's great. Because that's the only thing I got in common, is that, yeah, both love coffee. Man, you and a stranger could be best friends too then. You're changing your perspective, because I feel like you're realizing, like, you're telling yourself half-truths is not changing the situation. I feel like you thought that if you kept telling yourself that this person is, great at the coffee shop, it's like every time something happened, you were like convince yourself that no, they're great because at the coffee shop they're amazing. Okay, you need to become a bird and look at a higher perspective, not in a rude way. Okay, in a way where you're changing your perspective. You have to look at every situation like you're the outsider all the time, and include yourself. Like, you're in the room, but pretend like you're like elevated and you're up here and you are seeing every situation from a bird's eye view. Because when you look at it from a bird's eye view, you see everything. But when you look at it from just your point of view, you only see what you want to see. You don't see the whole picture that your intuition has been trying to tell you. You guys don't have anything in common. You guys don't get along. You guys are not compatible. The Six of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're going to be embarrassed or something. Because I feel like you did a lot to try to prove that what. I feel like you did a lot to try to prove that this person was not who you knew they were. And now you're going to have to deal with the fact that it is what you know it always was. And, you know, sit with that. What are you going to do? You should lie, you know, honesty is the best policy. We shouldn't tell ourselves half truths. Let's clarify. What's the Page of Cups here in reverse? So if it's not going to work, if it's not them, then there's somebody else, Cancies. There's no need for lies. There's no need for lies. Everything happens for a reason. And if you have to lie to yourself, it's because you don't want to accept that it's not this person. It's going to be another one. There's other friends. There's other lovers. There's a billion people on this damn planet. Relax. Damn. What's the Page of Cups in reverse? Don't give off desperate energy to the universe, man. Because then you're going to be in desperate energy. What is the Page of Cups in reverse? The universe will show you. You act desperate, we'll put you in desperate. We'll put you in need. So stop. Because this was not necessary. Where's the Page of Cups in reverse? Don't do this again, bro. You have the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I feel like you're ready for this realization. Duh, you were here for so long. You have the Six of Wands in reverse. Again, you're going to be embarrassed because you're not going to do this again. This is going to embarrass you so much that you won't ever believe a half truth. Ever again. And this is the universe checking your ego because I bet you this was an ego decision. Another way that the universe checks our ego is by embarrassing us. And that's why I always tell you guys, you can get embarrassed within yourself, just you in the four walls, or you can be embarrassed on national television in front of everyone at the office. It depends on you. And if you don't check yourself on a daily basis and make sure that you're being honest and integral about everything on the daily basis, you will end up embarrassing yourself. Because you're making choices off of a lie. That the truth always comes to light, guys, all the damn time. You can hide it for a little while. It's gonna come out. So stop lying or stop believing half truths because you're going to stop that. With transformation, something is going to embarrass you so bad. You're not ever going to go back to a liar. You're not ever going to go back to telling half truths. You're not ever going to go back to a caterpillar. It's impossible for a butterfly to go back to a caterpillar. So you have to understand that something, even if it hasn't happened yet, prepare. Something is going to happen to embarrass you so bad that you won't be able to ever lie. You won't ever tell a lie again. You won't ever believe half truths again because this is gonna leave a scar that you're gonna be able to see every day when you look in the mirror. It's gonna be right here, like Harry Potter. What is Ace of Cups here? I mean, there's new love coming for you. There's new love coming for you guys. Okay, so this is a love situation. Someone's gonna replace it. Duh! There's always someone, and guess what? The next one is always better. And you're going to feel crazy when the next person comes and they're a freaking upgrade. You're going to realize, what the freak was I doing? Wasted all my time, all my energy on someone who I don't even like that. And here's somebody who will kiss my freaking feet. Whatever though, Cancies. You have new love coming towards you, or the universe is going to show you how to love yourself. What's the Ace of Swords here in reverse? You're going to learn how to love yourself by being embarrassed. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Yeah. You're not going to nurture any lie. You're not going to do nothing. You're not. You're done with that. The Knight of Swords here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah. Instead, you're going to be determined to go towards things that are going to help you grow and change. Like I feel like you're going to put yourself out of your comfort zone in a way where it's for growth, not to freaking drown you. What is the Two of Cups in reverse? You have the Six of Swords in reverse. All right. Yeah. This person, you doing this was moving you backwards. This person was meant to move you backwards and you allowed that. That's why the universe brought you this person. And instead, you decided to stay here stuck because the universe tests us all the time. Just because the universe brings you someone does not mean that's the one that you're gonna be with. You have to use your judgment and be like, okay, do we get along? Are we compatible? And if you're not compatible with someone, then you say, sorry, we're not compatible. This is not going to work. Sayonara. You didn't do that. You knew that you guys were not compatible, but as soon as they said coffee, you're like, coffee? Me too. Completely disregarding that they were talking for the last 5 hours. And the last 5 hours, it was crickets. And then after the 5 hours, they finally say something that you guys can come together. What's the hey man? You need to know that you backtrack your life, or your life is sinking right now because you did this. What is the hangman? What is the hangman? Some of you guys need to move for real. You have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Yeah, I thought you're gonna change your perspective and you're gonna start learning what that self-love is the best love. Duh. Like, if you want to nurture someone, nurture your damn self. Maybe you like whatever, because it's like you're like, man, I'll buy the coffee. Like, it's like you like to like buy the coffee all the time, and you liked nurturing the situation. Start nurturing your damn self. Buy a plant, buy a dog, get a pet, because you are the nurturer. So I get it. But if you need to help yourself, if you know that you love to nurture things, then you need to figure something, do something. Figure out. Maybe you should start planting. Get a plant. There's other things that you can nurture, Cancies, besides people. How about you start nurturing your damn self? How about you start getting a better self-care routine? How about the Justice card in reverse, Libra energy here, because you allow this person to do you wrong, or you create a negative karma for yourself by staying here and lying to yourself about what the relationship really was. Whether it was romantic or platonic, I don't care. Let's get you some advice. And take your time. Because you're going to realize that you made a lot of decisions that backtracked you in life because of the lie that you told yourself about this person. And if you don't start making changes, I mean, you're going through transformation. You have no choice now. You're a butterfly. You can't, your old house underneath that little tree is not going to be beneficial for you. You now have to find a home by the tree, because you're a butterfly now. It's different things now. You can no longer operate on caterpillar energy. Some of you guys might get embarrassed. What's embracing adventures and appreciation in reverse? I don't know if it was you I told a while ago, man. The universe will embarrass you, bro. They don't care. Check your ego. Relax. Stop making egotistical decisions. There's a billion people on this world. There's a billion. You can find another freaking friend, bro. Like, if you could find, especially if it's a lover, like, they're just being thrown out here. All right. The Two of Crystals. Balance, adaptability. Okay. It's gonna be about your money stability. Okay. Yeah. I feel the universe, they want you to, with this Two of Crystals, it's kind of like the Two of Pentacles. It's like if you have to go from here to here, do it. I think you might have to juggle here, but you'll be fine. Okay. The universe wants you to figure out a balance between juggling. Figure out how, we can juggle two things. Something here, sometimes you have to juggle. Figure out how you can juggle two things, and you'll be able to adapt to your circumstances better. Okay. Do not try to make two things into one. Do not try to self-sabotage and not make yourself have to juggle. This adventure that you're going on, you are going to have to juggle. Okay? So don't try to change that. Instead, try to see, okay, I'm going to free my hands so I have two hands. Don't be like, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to make sure that I can carry more stuff. Like, no. Okay? Because you don't know what you're walking into. All right? Yeah, you know that you're going to go in the waterfall. Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen once you get there. So, but still go, still whatever. Just prepare yourself to have to bounce back and forth. All right. What is fulfillment in reverse and strategy in reverse? But you will adapt to your circumstances. Okay. What is fulfillment and strategy in reverse? You have awakening. Number 20, renewal, enlightenment. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, you're going to have an aha moment that your plans have not been working out because you have been doing it with somebody who is a manipulator. And their energy is spilling into your plans and it's messing up the sauce. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you're going to realize at the same time that you realize who's the person that's been freaking putting poison in your freaking water, you're also going to realize where you're supposed to be at. What is transformation, rest, and rejuvenation? You have the hangman, number 12. Patience, perspective, and strength. Number 8, courage and endurance, Leo energy here. Okay, yeah, I feel like the universe wants you to have courage. It's what's supposed to show you courage. Like, can't see. And I know you're the big teddy bear, I know, but man, it's okay to tell people, hey, I can't be friends. Hey, we don't get along. Nothing bad is gonna happen to you. I don't know why people think that. If you genuinely are like, I don't get along, figure out a nice way to let people down because you're wilding for respect. Figure out a nice way to let people down because some of you guys, because you don't want to let people down, you're just gonna sit there and be their friend. Because somebody asks you out, you're just going to go out with them? Because they ask you to be their boyfriend or the girlfriend, you're just going to say yes? Even though you don't like them like that? You need to stop doing that. Because that is the energy that you're calling in. People are going to do that to you then. People are going to choose you to work for their company and they don't like you. People are going to choose you to be in a relationship and they don't like you. That's what you're calling in. So you need to have strength and courage to tell people, hey, we don't get it. No, thank you. No. Once you see, it's okay if you go on the first date. And on the first day, you realize, oh, no. It's okay that you got this person's number. And after that first day of texting, you're like, damn, we don't know. It's okay for you to tell them, hey, it's not going to work out. Sorry. I thought we had more in common. We don't. I hope you have a nice life. And then you block them and move on and wait for the universe to bring you somebody else. What is so hard about that? A lot of you guys are little wussies. And you need to have freaking courage. The freak, or go find that shit somewhere. The hangman, patience, perspective. The hangman is here twice. A lot of you guys, there's a long pause coming before you get a new friend or a new lover. You're about to be alone for a while. You have to, because the universe, you just became a butterfly. So now the universe is listen. The universe is helping you out. Okay, what is it? Do you want to go and meet the person that's supposed to replace this person, and you just learn how to fly, and you're in here running into trees and shit, and flying all flopsy, and your wings are all crooked because you don't know how to flap it right yet? You just got embarrassed. Do you want to get embarrassed again? So if it's gonna take a while for you to, I think it's gonna take a while for you to meet someone that's gonna replace this person. And know that it's gonna take a while because you need to learn how to be a butterfly. You were a caterpillar. It's different being a butterfly. Now you flying. Now you got wings. Now you got antennas. Do caterpillars have antennas? Whatever. It's a different life. It's a different whatever. So the universe is going to give you time to get used to you being a butterfly before they bring you someone new. So don't get discouraged. Instead, take this time to learn what it is to be a butterfly. Learn all about butterflies. Learn the ins and outs. Learn the best way to deal with your feathers. Learn, because you can only fly in certain things, and you can only fly in the heat, and you have to follow the sun. You got to follow wherever the heat goes, and you got to find out where all the butterflies migrate and all this extra stuff. Okay, so it's like you're not realizing, you're not going to, maybe you don't know what, like, ahead, but like you're not realizing that, like, you're gonna be busy. Maybe you're just like thirsty for the next thing to come. It's gonna take a while. That's why you have rest and rejuvenate. Sit down, take a seat, get comfortable, okay, because you're gonna be here for a while. Okay, but throughout this time, you are gonna learn a lot about yourself and this new version of yourself. And that's why the universe is giving you this time. So don't become petty or grudgy or whatever, because I feel like the universe is going to test you. They're gonna put you in rooms with people who are I love you so much, I love you too. They're gonna put you in a room with newlyweds. They're gonna put you in a room with two best friends who've been best friends since they were kindergartners. Whoever this person was to you or this situation, the universe is gonna test you because you're transformed. So now you're gonna learn how to. All right. So make sure that you focus on yourself and know that yours is coming, and don't become bitter or whatever when the universe shows you a loving relationship, two people kissing and whatever, or a long friend, two friends, just whatever. That's going to happen. That's how the universe works. They start triggering you. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you, even if it takes some time, just tell yourself when you see those people, you're going to be like, you know what, that's going to be me in a few. That's going to be me in a few. Yep, it's going to be me. That's what you're going to tell yourself. Okay. But do not become bitter. Okay. So that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.